McFarlane and Spawn fans rejoice because there's a sweet new 2-pack action figure that just got released today as a pre-order. So, let's go ahead and check it out. And I'm talking about that new Spawn, the Dark Ages Bloodaxe. He comes with a horse and is a 7-inch tall action figure. And all this is I'm reading off and checking it out on the Entertainment Earth website, which is expected to be delivered around July 2025 for about, let's just say, I know it says $69.99, but it's basically $70. So, but man, it looks pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and check it out and get a closer look at this. We've got Bloodaxe. It's not Spawn. I think it's a character onto itself from the comic book line, but it is set in that medieval world with the Spawn figure there from that time frame, and he is just looking gorgeous with his horse. My goodness, just look at all the details on the armor, on the sculpt. I mean, he is just painted gorgeously, almost kind of like a medieval Viking kind of style. Though surprisingly, the horse is has a lot of very good clean lines to it throughout. Got some tribal markings on the neck side, as well as this dry brush touches of red tips on the hair and almost like bloody eyes and nostril. And here's a different look at it, getting a more of a front view of the character, as well as a side profile of the horse, as well as just what else comes with it. I mean, you get the quintessential display stand with it, which reminds me, this is also a McFarlane Toys digital. So I think if you buy the action figure, how that works is you get a digital copy as well. And I've actually never done McFarlane's digital. If you have, let me know in the comments. What's that like? Is it worth it? I mean, or is it something that you kind of like, yeah, it's cool, I get it, but I kind of forget that I have it. I really just want the action figure. But man, right next to that display stand is that sweet double-bladed axe with like, oh my gosh, the intricacies of the design motif in the middle, the chipped and cracked aspects on the blade, all enhanced by black dry brushing throughout, and it's just going down with that kind of wicked, handle, ending in a spiked ball. That thing is just gorgeous. And the what do you call the display card, the trading card, kind of a deal, collectible card that comes with pretty much every McFarlane Toys, if I'm not mistaken, of Bloodaxe. But I love here on the horse aspect, again, more tribal kind of a deal motif on the hind legs. That you get to see the saddle work, very clean and very bright paintings of white. I kind of would have loved to see that a little bit more grungy or dingier, but that might be because it is based off of the comic book style, so it might have very clean lines. And I just noticed like you get like fur on the actual character of Bloodaxe, so there might be a bit of soft goods aspect to it. I don't know if that cape is going to be soft goods. It's going to be a combination of fur and cloth on this figure, but my goodness, just so rich in all those like dark painted details. Moving on, excuse me, we get an action pose, our very first action pose of this figure, holding the axe with fists raised up in defiance and anger, and we're really seeing some great patchwork aspects of the armor. And again, I don't really know this character very well, but I guess it is actually a spawn of a sort. And I'm taking my guess here. If you look down at the knees, we get that Spawn logo right there. So this might be a Spawn type in the medieval ages. And again, all of those bone horns coming off the shoulders, the helmet, they're just, everything is just so richly done in the black wash that it is just a really gorgeous piece for any Spawn fan. And I love the Spawn comics, and I've not even seen this character. This is the first time I've seen it because I've never read the comic books that far. I got them as a kid and probably got like Spawn 1 through maybe like Spawn 50 or 60 at the time. But oh my goodness, this figure is actually really good. And just the grotesque undead type face with the skin being pulled up over the lips, that is just wickedly awesome how they were able to achieve all that. here he is now with a more of a neutral pose, and now we're being able to see the other leg and just the massive amount of armor that is on that figure. My goodness. We got the spiked, I don't know, collar around the calf muscle. Let me get a close look. That could be leather or metal, of like dark leather, dark metal, right there, all ending up with his wrap bandaged feet. That is awesome. I can now actually see, looks like you're going to get a little bit of a metal chain right here that goes from the shoulder around the other arm, the right arm that's with the fist clenching, probably connected somewhere to the shoulder arm on the other side, if not the cape. We even see the kind of the loincloth area of just dirty red leather, and then with chainmail right behind it. That is awesome. My goodness, this thing is just really well done. Okay, check this out. Check out. I love the fact that they took a lot of details on the back. We've got that luxurious black fur, and it's a lot of it from like the neck base all the way down to like where your shoulders are at, just sucking in all the light and just being complete darkness up there. And then the cape, the probably like a more of a, if I had to guess, soft plastic. It could be hard plastic, but I'm gonna go softish plastic. But the patchwork of different leathers on the cape itself, even like almost fresh muscles. Ooh, that is awesome. Sewn into the cape with the like red and the striation marks. Dude, this figure is dope. Man, I'm sorry, I'm just getting lost in all the details. This is awesome. I love a good cape, let me tell you. Now we get a more close-up or just the single view of the horse itself. The saddle work on this deal is awesome. They put a lot of details into that. I wish, though, that there was some black dry brushing or black wash in the saddle work. I mean, let me get a close-up look. It's possible. It's kind of hard to tell in the photo, but a lot of great texture on the saddles, whatever, however you say it. The silver stirrups are great. The reins are great on this deal. The horse itself looks awesome. I see some pins right there. I don't know if horses have ankles or how that works, wherever that is, but there looks to be some mobility around the horse legs. 3 points of articulation, looks like. And then I think the horse head, it has some points of articulation, some rotation right there. And right below the kind of a white lightning bolt-ish deal at the base of his neck. So it looks like some tail articulation as well. That's a view of a horse. But we really get to see the horse tail and a lot of great hair striation marks on that tail. So that is just lovely. That is really done very, very well. Again, a 3/4 view, really nice. Get to see that you can kind of move the legs, move the hooves. So that's nice. Yeah, no, great job on the horse. I don't know how well the figure sits on top of the horse. They don't show. Well, actually, they do show that right there in the packaging. It is packed on top of the horse right there. So that'll be really cool to do. I mean, especially if you're toy photography or you just want a really cool way of posing your action figure on top of a horse. That's going to be dope. Hopefully that works out very well. And that there's not going to be any stability issues. I mean, great in the packaging. And I love there you got, like, again, another out-of-the-box packaging of Bloodaxe with his horse and him holding the reins, as you can see, of his horse. That is gorgeous. Is there any more? Again, a close-up of the packaging itself. We see Bloodaxe on the horse, where the axe is going to be based, and the collectible card. And again, that McFarlane Toys digital aspect. Oh, and you get right there on the side of the box a little bit of the comic book style from the comic book. So you know what it's based off of. And you see a full image on the back. And some kind of QR code on the side. And I think that is it. Man, those are some like really great pictures of Bloodaxe. I am super impressed. I think it's going to be worth the $70. So yeah, again, if you're a McFarlane Toys fan, if you're a Spawn fan, this is definitely an action figure. This Bloodaxe 2-pack deal, I mean, to consider getting. I'm gonna leave a link, an affiliate link to the Entertainment's website in the comments below, description area. So feel free to go ahead and get it from there or wherever else you figure that you enjoy getting your action figure collectibles at. Well, this is Adam with Nerdmazing, and I'll see you next time.